Hey everyone, ready to dive into some seriously cool AI stuff? We're checking out the June 13th One More Thing in AI newsletter. And let me tell you, it's packed. AI certifications, robots doing chores, even AI that picks out your outfits. We've got it all.
It really does seem like AI is popping up everywhere these days, from our work lives to, well, our closets.
It really is amazing. And speaking of work, this newsletter has some great info on how to level up your AI skills and maybe even give your resume a boost.
For sure, there are some great resources out there right now.
Yeah, like the NVIDIA Deep Learning Institute, they've got those certification programs. Have you seen those?
Absolutely. And what's really cool is they have different levels. So it's not just for like the super techie people.
Exactly. You don't need to be a coding whiz to get started.
Right. They've got everything from these one-day workshops to longer courses that take a few weeks. So you can kind of pick and choose based on your experience and how much time you have.
So whether you're just dipping your toes into the AI world or you've got some coding experience under your belt, they've got something for you.
Exactly. And the best part is when you finish a program, you get a certificate. And that can be a real asset when you're applying for jobs. Shows you've got the skills.
Definitely. And if you're more into the self-paced learning thing, the newsletter also mentioned this free certified AI course on Coursera.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. I've actually recommended that to a few people. It's a solid introduction to AI concepts.
Yeah, and it's free, so you really can't beat that.
Exactly. It's a no-brainer for anyone who wants to dip their toes into the AI waters without any risk.
Totally. Okay, so speaking of making things easier, this next one totally blew my mind. The newsletter talks about how you can use AI to create presentations, like the whole thing, from start to finish.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And it all starts with this tool called Synaptic, which uses AI to create these really detailed market maps of different industries.
So like, let's say you're giving a presentation on, I don't know, electric vehicles.
Right. So you could use Synaptic to instantly pull up all sorts of data on electric vehicles. You're talking market trends, consumer preferences, even competitor analysis.
Wow, so you basically get a crash course on the whole electric vehicle landscape, all
Yeah.
powered by AI.
Exactly. And it's all laid out in a way that's super easy to understand.
Okay, so then what do you do with all this data?
Well, here's where it gets really cool. You can take all that information you just got from Synaptic and plug it straight into ChatGPT.
Oh, wow. I'm starting to see where this is going.
Yeah, so ChatGPT can take all that raw data and help you shape it into a structured outline for your presentation.
So it's like having an AI assistant helping you organize your thoughts and like craft a narrative.
Exactly. ChatGPT can even help you come up with compelling talking points and arguments. It's amazing.
Okay, so you've got the data, you've got the outline. What's next?
The grand finale, you bring in Gamma.
Gamma. What's that?
Gamma is this awesome tool that can take all that raw data and that outline you created and turn it into a visually stunning presentation. I'm talking graphs, charts, images, the works.
So it's like having a whole team of designers working for you, but it's just AI.
Precisely. It's incredible how much time and effort these tools can save you.
It's like presentations then. No more spending hours fiddling with PowerPoint, trying to make your slides look halfway decent.
It's about working smarter, not harder, right?
100%.
And that's where AI really shines, helping us work smarter.
For sure. Now, let's jump to a completely different industry, fintech. This newsletter has this market map from Synaptic that shows how many financial companies are already using AI.
It's mind-blowing, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
But for those of us who aren't, like, financial experts, what exactly is fintech?
Yeah, so basically fintech just means using technology to change up like traditional financial stuff. So think online banking, mobile payments, things like that.
Yeah, just so anytime I'm managing money on my phone, there's probably some AI working behind the scenes.
Most likely. And what's cool is that this market map shows how many different ways fintech companies are using AI. It's not just one thing.
Oh, interesting. Like what? Give me some examples.
Sure. So some companies are using it to give people personalized financial advice.
So instead of getting those generic financial tips, you're getting a plan that's tailored to you.
Exactly. AI can look at your income, your spending habits, even your risk tolerance.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and other companies are using AI to detect fraudulent transactions, like in real time.
Whoa, that's huge. No more waiting for your bank to spot suspicious activity.
Exactly. So fintech is making financial services way more secure, efficient, and accessible for everyone.
I love it. Okay, ready for something totally different.
Oh.
This next one is for all the fashionistas out there. The newsletter talks about this AI platform called Outfit.fm. And let me tell you, It's going to revolutionize the way you shop for clothes.
It really is pretty amazing. Have you tried it?
I haven't had a chance yet, but I'm dying to. Okay, so tell me, how does it work?
Well, first, you take a picture of yourself, just wearing something basic, like a t-shirt and jeans.
Okay, so the AI can, like, get a sense of your body type.
Exactly. It analyzes your body shape, your skin tone, all that. And then get this, you can browse through this massive virtual catalog of clothing. So we're talking clothes from tons of different brands and designers.
Okay, that's cool, but I've seen that before. What makes Outfit.fm different?
Okay, so you know how you see something online, you're like, ooh, I love that. But then you're not sure if it'll actually look good on you.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, with Outfit.fm, you can actually try on the clothes virtually. The AI takes your picture and it drapes the clothes onto your image so you can see how they'd actually look on you.
Get out. That's incredible. It's like having a magic mirror.
Right. It's a game changer. And it could really cut down on returns, too. No more ordering 5 different sizes, hoping one will fit.
Talk about sustainability. I love that. Okay, switching gears completely, let's talk about memes.
Memes.
Yeah, you know those funny images with the captions that everyone shares online? The newsletter highlighted this AI-powered meme generator called supermeme.ai. And I have to confess, I may have spent an embarrassing amount of time playing around with it.
I get it. Memes are serious business. What did you think?
It's so easy to use. You just pick a template, type in your text, and voila, you've got yourself a meme. And the best part is, you don't need to be like a Photoshop expert to use it.
I love that. It really speaks to how accessible AI is becoming. Anyone can create hilarious memes now.
Right. It's not just for the techies anymore. And speaking of making AI more accessible, remember that Hugging Face and Pollen Robotics collaboration we talked about earlier?
Oh, yeah, the open source robot. That's a game changer.
Totally. So for those who missed it, they're developing this robot that can like help with household chores. But the really cool part is that they're making the whole thing open source.
And that means anyone can contribute to its development. We're talking coders, designers, engineers, anyone with an internet connection can get involved.
It's like crowdsourcing the future of robotics. It's pretty amazing.
Absolutely. And this kind of collaboration is so important because it means we're not just relying on big corporations to innovate.
Yeah, it's like a global community coming together to make awesome technology that can benefit everyone and hopefully make our lives a little easier.
Who knows, maybe one day we'll all have robots that can do our chores and tell us what to wear.
Now that's a future I can get behind. But speaking of fashion, remember Outfit.fm, the AI stylist? We were talking about how it lets you try on clothes virtually. It's like having a personal stylist right in your living room. But you know what else is cool about this technology?
What's that?
It could have a huge impact on sustainability. Like if people are trying on clothes virtually, they're probably less likely to return stuff, right?
Absolutely. That's a really important point. Less returns means less waste.
Exactly. And that's something that we can all get behind. Okay, before we wrap things up, we have to talk about memes one last time.
I know we couldn't resist.
Never. But seriously, memes have become such a big part of how we communicate online. It's fascinating.
It really is. And this supermeme.ai tool, I think it speaks to that. It's like anyone can use AI to express themselves now, even if they're not like a tech expert.
Exactly. It's like AI is making creativity more accessible.
100%.
Okay, so we've talked about all the amazing things AI can do, but we also need to talk about the potential downsides, right? Like, what about privacy?
Yeah, that's the big one. With all this talk about AI, it's easy to forget about data privacy.
Exactly. But the newsletter actually had a good resource for that too, DuckDuckGo.
Oh, yeah, they're doing some really interesting things in the privacy space.
Right, so they have this new AI chat feature. Have you heard about it?
I have. I'm really curious about it.
Me too. So basically, it's like any other AI chatbot. You know, you can ask it questions, have it summarize documents, even write different creative text formats, but, and this is the key part, it doesn't store your data.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
Right, so you get all the cool features of AI without having to worry about your privacy.
That's a game changer for sure.
Totally. Well, I think that about wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI for today. From personalized fashion to fraud detection to meme generation, we've seen how AI is changing the game in so many different ways.
It's really incredible to see how far AI has come and how quickly things are evolving.
I know, right? It's both exciting and a little bit daunting, to be honest.
I agree. I think it's important to be mindful of the potential downsides, like we talked about with privacy, and to make sure we're using this technology responsibly.
Absolutely. But overall, I'm optimistic. I think AI has the potential to do a lot of good in the world.
Me too.
Well, on that note, we'll let you go. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Don't forget to check out the show notes for links to all the resources we talked about. And be sure to tune in next time for another exciting episode.